Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Warm Handshake with Adriane Simpson. I am your host, Adriane Simpson, and I am so excited to have my special guest with me today. I want y'all to give a warm welcome to Dee Mallory of Dunamis Woman. Hey, Dee, how are you?
Adriane, how are you? And thank you for allowing me to partake on this platform.
Listen, people in the audience probably like, why is she cheesing so hard? So I just want y'all to know I love this woman. I
Mhm,
love this woman. I love Dee Mallory. She has an amazing spirit. She has a heart
mhm,
for God and for women. We're going to get
mhm,
into our conversation in just a bit, y'all. I'm going to allow her to tell y'all who she is, but I know her as an amazing business owner, as a woman who has really crafted herself in a way that is
mhm,
not only pleasing to God, but helpful to other women. So
mhm.
stop right there, right? So we all know business owners who um, mm, profess that they have a purpose for women, but we don't always see the fruits of their labor. With Dee Mallory,
Mhm.
I have constantly and awesomely seen the fruits of her labor, and I'm excited to have her on the show today, y'all. So again, a warm welcome to Dee Mallory. Dee, please tell the folks who you are and what you do.
Well, you already stated it. I love guiding women of faith. So that means I am a woman of faith. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't say a religious woman. And you know what I'm saying? I am a woman of faith because I love to see things happen in the lives of people, typically which deems to be impossible.
Mm, wow. So when you say impossible, so I want to be clear though, because
Mhm.
you said not religious, spiritual. Yes.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
right.
And so
That's
when you
right.
say things that don't seem possible, to me, that sound like miracles, miracle
That's
signs and
miracles.
wonders.
That's miracle signs and wonders, and whatever your status look like, that is saying contrary to what is saying contrary to really what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love in 2023 that we can talk about being a spiritual person and not talk about
Mhm.
being overly religious,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
What are your
yeah.
thoughts on that as it relates to people that you encounter every day?
Well, let me just explain this for the record because Dunamis Woman Enterprise LLC is a faith-based organization. Dunamis is a Greek term that literally means a miracle itself.
Mm,
That means you have the miraculous power, you have the miraculous strength, you have whatever you want, it's inside of you. Why look external when it's internal? So, what I mean by spiritual versus religion, religion teaches you God's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, He's
mhm.
already done it. Here I am.
That's right.
Can't you see me? You know what I'm saying? So, why am I steadily looking for Him to do some things when He's given it for me to do? I
Mm.
just got to know how to tap into that miraculous power according to the faith that he's already given me. And it works in every area of my life.
I love that. And so you talk
Mhm,
about really leading and moving forward with the power that's already inside of us, right?
mhm,
Not
mhm.
looking for
Yeah.
any additional type of information or leverage, but talk to us just about the programs and really what Dunamis Woman is.
Well, we have an outstanding community that we have developed on Facebook. We have over probably 90,000 women across the globe.
90,000?
Yeah. 90,000
Oh
women
my
across the
gosh.
globe. And when I say they are radical, they are hungry, they are dunamis, I mean exactly that. However,
Mm,
they never heard of the term. They didn't
yeah.
realize that this, what I'm talking about, was already given to them. So for them to not only tap into it, but explore more about themselves, of who they are as a woman, that's what's causing the change to take place.
Mm.
Adrian, I don't even really think we really understand who we are.
Oh, I believe that. I believe it. I believe that so much so that sometimes when you encounter people and you as an individual, right? I can say it from my
Mhm,
perspective. When I
mhm.
encounter people and I witness their purpose, or I see them leading, or I hear something that they say that really resonates with me, and I then share with them the impact, sometimes people are shocked and surprised. Would you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. We as women are so powerful that I would just really blatantly say the enemy knows more about us than we know about ourselves.
I would agree. Mm,
And we have to be confident in not who we are based upon what we have obtained, but who we are based upon why we were created woman.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you because you're saying all
Sure.
the right things, all the things that make my heart go pitter patter. That I'm really I'm clocking with what you're saying. For the woman that's watching this program today,
Mhm.
and is thinking about, like, I hear what you're saying, 90,000 women, right, tapping into purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. If they feel like they may be overwhelmed, or even in the corporate workspace, I encounter a lot of women, I'm sure you do too, who are
Mhm.
at
Mhm.
work. They're just plodding along. They're probably getting promoted and they may be getting raises, but they're not feeling their purpose fulfilled. What would you say to her?
Correct.
How would you be able to help her?
Directly stop pleasing others and learn how to please yourself.
Mm, mm,
If you really, really think about it, and that's an art and a skill within itself.
yeah,
So just because I say it don't mean you know how to do it.
that's right.
Because if you really think about it, Adrian, we were taught indirectly to go to other people's schools of thought. Who trained you? Who told you?
Mm,
You have been geared to please everyone else and validate them for your life that you have lost yourself in the process, if you
wow.
even knew who you were originally. So we have become women of performance. I'm
Mm.
talking about a woman of power.
You preaching now. Not officially, but you preaching now. So instead of being a woman of performance, right? The rote, the duties, the things that we are taught, like every day. In my house, Monday is spaghetti night, Tuesday is talk, like the schedule, right? That you're following.
Right.
You're saying become a woman of power,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. And that
you.
means
I'm sorry, you go
I
ahead.
just I need to learn how to be who I am and
Yes,
not do. It's nothing wrong with what I have to do, but my doing comes out of my being
absolutely.
and not my just doing. You know what I'm saying? I am beautiful, not dutiful. And
Mm,
we all have been taught that way. Even for me, representing my own race as a Black people, we have been taught to do, and
yes.
not get a sense of really who we are.
Mm,
So when I really know who I am, I know who to be and to what to be and to when to be and to who to be it with.
absolutely. Friend, I am completely bought into your method, your way of speaking, your way of
Mhm.
delivery, so that it is real and relatable, clear, and that it comes with just a level of understanding. I love it. I love it. Love it. So I know you and I have talked in the past just about some of the trainings that you've done for individuals
Mhm.
and even some
Mhm.
of the speaking engagements that you've done for corporations. Now, for those of y'all watching, you're like, listen now, she's real down to earth, right? Does she actually speak in corporations? She does.
Mhm.
She does. Could you talk a
Mhm.
little bit about like some of the just the subject matter or themes that you might share in talking with business owners or let me back that up. The themes that you would share if talking in corporations in front of like a group of women, right? Going into, for
Mhm.
example, like employee resource groups, right? Focused on
Mhm.
women. What kind of
Mhm.
topics or themes would you share in those groups?
I really love in those type of groups talking about how to maximize your performance
Mm.
based upon who you are and not what you have been assigned to do.
Oh, wow. That is
And
such a huge concept though.
it is. Well, you know what? People be always talking about, can you narrow it down? Can
Yeah,
you narrow it down? It is what it is.
it is. But what you
Because at
just
the
said,
end of the day, corporations, whomever you work for, they want your maximum.
yes, 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 yes,
They
yes.
didn't hire you to lose money.
Mm. Woo.
They hired
No, they
you to
didn't.
continue to bring in money. Does that make sense? But
Absolutely.
if I don't really know who I am, then I will just continue to do the duties and never get the maximum out of who I am
Oh my
versus
gosh.
what I'm paid to do.
Yeah. I love that. I think so many of us, like, so I'm a 20-year corporate veteran, right?
Mhm.
Worked in corporate
Mhm.
America for 20 years.
Mhm.
And I can promise you, like, towards the latter part of my career, where I really was just, again, executive level and leadership, but looking around, not seeing a lot of people that look like me or even programming for people
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
me. It's refreshing to hear
Mhm.
you talk about bringing these talks to corporate America. And
Yeah.
hopefully, right, as you again begin to engage with more and more leaders and bring these talks to a wider audience, more of us, more women will not only hear our purpose, right, find our
Mhm.
direct purpose, but really be
Mhm.
able to engage farther and maximize it. I love that you
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, yeah. We as women now have a real huge responsibility and role, not just within our home, but in society in general.
Mm,
Women are really on the rise
yes.
in every area of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's so important that we really understand who we are so we can have a long life, we can have longevity, and not only that, but true prosperity. And I'm not talking about money in that case, I'm talking about a peace.
Yes.
Because I can have a lot of money, but don't have no peace.
Absolutely. Hmm. Mm. You said a mouthful.
Yeah.
Listen, I hope y'all are enjoying this episode thus far with Dee Mallory of Dunamis Woman. Right now, we're just going to take a brief moment to hear from our sponsor, but y'all do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey there! Are you an executive or entrepreneur looking to increase your income and revenue? Well, you've come to the right place. We're the LinkedIn Pros, a specialized agency that's all about crafting personalized LinkedIn strategies to help you achieve your revenue goals. Our amazing CEO, Adriane, is a pro at empowering business owners to position their brands for maximum impact. And she's also a whiz at helping professionals land their dream high-paying jobs. We're here to help you build your professional brand, expand your network, and achieve your wildest career aspirations. Don't settle for just getting by. Give us a shout today, and let's get started on your journey to success.
And we're back. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today on the Warm Handshake with Adriane Simpson. Again, I've had the pleasure of interviewing Ms. Dee Mallory from Dunamis Woman. Listen, we were talking a bit ago about the work that you've done in corporate spaces and how you have
Mhm.
really helped women go from being performance-based to maximizing, right?
Mhm.
Maximizing their potential, their possibilities, and all that goodness. And I loved
Mhm.
it, loved it, loved it. Would now love to talk, if we could, just to transition a bit about the work that you've done in one-on-one coaching. So I know you do transformational mindset coaching. What is that,
Yeah.
friend? Please share with the audience.
Well, we all have obtained our own belief systems. And based upon those belief systems, we really have adopted it as our own truth. So, in a transformational mindset coaching, I'm really gathering how did you start believing the way you believed in order to begin to
Mm,
transform you into seeing who you are. You know what I'm saying? I humbly say that I have been gifted divinely to work in the mind from a spiritual and a clinical perspective.
mm,
And it's amazing how I have seen literally outcomes take place where not only entrepreneurs, but executives, business owners have really, really maximized their own potential. They've maximized off of it. They've left their job, started their own business. They've gotten promotions. They've even added more income to their business because it's not about what you do. It's coming from who you are.
yes,
So you think, so you are.
absolutely. That
Mhm.
is wonderful. So I
Yeah.
love you tapping into the transformation aspect of how we
Mhm.
continue to evolve as women, right? We
Correct.
are, we do a thing, and sometimes we think that that should be the thing forever, and it's not always so, right?
No, no. And one of the key ingredients is really working with women from their emotional state.
Okay.
Because we are emotional creatures. We are life givers. We are womb bearers. So we have a tendency to incubate. And not only will we incubate our potential, but we most of all incubate our pain.
Oh,
And when we do that, then it stifles our potential. And if our potential is stifled, our performance is not at its maximum.
yes.
Mhm.
You are preaching now. Incubate our pain. Are you kidding
Incubate our
me?
pain.
Like, as soon as you said we're incubators, my mind
Mhm.
went to, I'm a mother, right? My mind went to a place of motherhood, of being a parent. Then you said incubate our pain.
Yes, yes,
Mm,
yeah. And we can hold on to it very well, very skillfully, and still smile and still put on a suit and still perform. You know what I'm saying? But my question still remains, is it at the maximum for you to produce the miraculous?
wow.
That goes
Mm.
back to the impossible.
I always love talking to you. Just so many, whew, such a flood of emotions from myself, right? I mentioned earlier that I'm a 20-year
Mhm.
veteran survivor
Mhm.
of corporate
Mm.
America, right? And so for some of the clients that you work with, undoubtedly they probably feel the same way.
Almost
For some
definitely.
people, it's surviving corporate America and moving on to the
Mhm.
next thing. Some folks, it's just surviving and staying where they are to get to that last hurdle.
And can imagine how some people are surviving at home just to get out to survive in corporate America.
Mm,
So our survival skills are very, very high level. But there's a difference between surviving and thriving, thriving with a peace, thriving with an assurance, thriving with a confidence. What is it that I've made all this money and I don't have me? I got money, but I don't have me.
Yes.
And that's what I had to learn, as well as come into the conclusion, particularly from a religious standpoint, that what is this that I have everything and asking God for everything, and I have lost me.
Mm. All right, friend. Listen, I'm gonna get out this call, do some journaling. I love it. I love it. But what I'd like to do before we part, though, I definitely want you to tell everyone how they can reach you. Where can they find you? What are your social handles? We'll put some of that in our show notes. But y'all, absolutely connect with Dee Mallory. She is the owner and founder of Dunamis Woman Enterprises LLC. Right? Dee, please tell the folks your social handles, how they can, and what do you have coming up next so they can tap into it?
Oh my God. Right here on LinkedIn, you can always contact me and connect with me. Social media handles at Dunamis Woman, Instagram, Facebook, DUNAMIS Woman, WOMAN. Okay. If you even want a personal hello, 1-855 Dunamis, DUNAMIS.
Giving out phone numbers on here. Come on.
You know what? I love to do what people don't typically do.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm old school, because when you really care about people, I ain't scared of people.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
We have amazing things coming up. We just finished a faith revival to ignite and revive you in the depths of your soul. Our conference is coming up, but it's exclusive for our women. But after that, we have our Healing for Our Soul challenge that's coming up in September. That's the closest one. But when I say it's going to be off the chain, Adriane,
yes,
it's going to be off the chain.
Listen,
I'm not going to even take the topic because you may fall out. But it's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna tap into you offline. I've not attended the conference, but I've seen some photos, I've seen video footage, I've even seen some testimonials after having worked with you for several months. And so what I want to share with the audience, though, is tap into Dunamis Woman. Like tap into this community. So often we see stuff on social media and you're like, is this real? Is this not real? Here's how I compare social media to real life, right? If I see something that I want or I'm interested in, I look and see if there are any reviews from people that I know. I don't look at random reviews because they could be from a bot, right? Let's be real. But I look and see if people that I know have liked the page or liked the information or left a review, I'm absolutely going to leverage that. And so this is what the Warm Handshake is about, y'all. The Warm Handshake is my way to introduce some great business owners, some great people to you that I have vetted, that I actually know in real life, who are amazing business owners and people in particular. And I can absolutely say that Dee Mallory is one of those people. So so she mentioned Healing for My Soul. She mentioned the challenge, right? She mentioned her retreats that are for the community, for her membership.
Correct.
But what she didn't mention is complete and utter transformation, right? From going purposeless to being purposeful. I mean, listen, I have just seen, again, a snippet of some of the engagements and some of the retreats that you've had, and I just have been blown away. So I want to thank you again for being here, for taking out some of your time and just really sharing with this audience more about Dunamis Woman and how they can connect with you. I really appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you, Adriane, and thank you again.
All right. Y'all, listen, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Warm Handshake with Adriane Simpson. Be sure to continue to tune in, y'all. We're going to have amazing business owners, amazing leaders in the community, and want to bring that programming to you. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Y'all, share with other people that you know would want to get a warm handshake as well. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Talk soon.
Thanks for tuning in to The Warm Handshake with Adriane Simpson. Let's stay connected and continue the conversation. Follow Adriane on LinkedIn and join our community of like-minded individuals.